The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Love. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. On 1st down, Love. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Chargers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Colts 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You must be dreaming. Check, 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 check.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Let's go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
He's checking. He's looped on Corker. Safe.
Ready. Hot.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
I know he ain't got it. 2 times. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Tackle. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Take 3, 218, chopper.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 61, 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Go. Like 50, like 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Haywood. Ready, go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check tight.
Off play action. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go. Joker.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hey, Reed, General, West.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Hut.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Blue Dan.
Wahoo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love under pressure again, and down he goes again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
double.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch out.
You're out.
Watch out.
That happens.
On fourth down, Love flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. 180. 58 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch 54. Ricky. Nice 7. Let's go.
From the gun, Love. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Shark, 49 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
50's the mark.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
The Colts first down.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
58, right over there.
Cut it.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, here we go.
58 to Mike.
Bravo.
58 to Mike.
Back to throw. Love. This for his running back, McCoy. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 60 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got you.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is QT, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Go.
Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 58, come on. No chance. 66. Bullet ride.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And Lobo, 58, come on. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Ready.
Off the play fake. Love. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there.
Protein spill.
Yeah, right there.
Ready, go. Set, go.
Looking to throw. Love. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight, double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, echo. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Mike 5, Mike 5. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the slack. Watch the 80 weapon. 80 ready, go.
Gurley. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Gurley again here on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Set, go. Slam. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Watch twist. Set, go.
A quick throw complete to Chark. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Gurley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Sit hot. Rock it. Ready.
Throwing on first down, Love. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 9-yard line.
Echo. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. There's a party now. Pilot 64. Weak. Let happen.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Let happen.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Love. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the set. Hey, Charlie.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Night, sweetheart. Check.
Greystone travel.
1,
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Matchbox, right. Ready.
Second and one. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Go! Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Mike's 50. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.